Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host Armando Venditti. Hope you guys are having a fantastic afternoon. I will be doing another segment of In the Spotlight. And I just decided to do this segment this afternoon, actually, or late this morning, when I was looking through some CDs I had. And, being a consumer of many CDs at one time, I basically, sometimes have CDs that I buy, I have every intention of listening to, but then something always tends to come up. And I never get to listen to them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what this case is. I came across a CD that I bought in 2017, literally 6 years ago. And I realized I only gave it one cursory listen. I didn't even pay attention to the tracks, what was played, how beautifully the music was played, how intricate the album was in terms of arrangements, in terms of style. So I wanted to put this album in the spotlight. And doing my research, I realized that this album, for a large part of North America, was, in my estimation, pretty much overlooked. So I'm going to discuss with you an album that I think deserves more recognition and deserves more credit than what it's been given. This album is the collaboration project between Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie. This album started in 2012. The recording process started in 2012, and it finished in 2017. The reason why it was not completed right away was because Fleetwood Mac had to go on the road and do some concert dates that they were contracted to do. This album has a weird history. It started out as a potential Fleetwood Mac album, which would have been the follow-up to the 2003 release, Say You Will. Christine McVie was on board. Lindsey Buckingham was definitely on board. You have Mick Fleetwood and John McVie providing bass and percussion, drums, respectively. The only missing piece, or missing link, I should say more aptly, was Stevie Nicks. All right. What happened was Mick Fleetwood was making statements to the press that, yes, they are working on this album. Hopefully, Stevie Nicks will contribute music to the album to make it a fully rounded Fleetwood Mac album. Because, as you all know, during the Buckingham Nicks period, all three members, Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham, and Christine McVie, provided the bulk of the songwriting and vocals for their albums. Stevie Nicks, until I believe 2016, was non-committal to doing another Fleetwood Mac album. And Mick Fleetwood had made statements that hopefully Stevie will come around and this will happen. It never happened. Okay, Stevie Nicks opted to go on tour with Pretenders at the time because she had made statements as early as 2002, during the filming of the documentary for Fleetwood Mac, Destiny Rules. There was a behind-the-scenes segment where Stevie Nicks is sitting there on a couch talking with another individual, saying how nobody wants to upset Lindsey, because at the time Lindsey Buckingham was hoping that Say You Will would have been a double album. As it is, Say You Will had 18 songs in it, 9 from Stevie Nicks, 9 from Lindsey Buckingham, respectively. Lindsey wanted a double album. Stevie Nicks turned around and said to somebody, nobody wants to upset Lindsey, as I said before, because he wants a double album, and nobody wants to upset the cart and tell him, no, it's not going to happen. Stevie Nicks literally said in this segment, we shouldn't be worrying about our older fans. We should be concentrating on the 10 to 27-year-olds. Those are the fans that buy the records, not the older fans. That pissed me off beyond belief, because I am a person that if I buy an album, CD, vinyl, what have you, I sit there with the records, CDs, and I listen to the music front to back, and I read the liner notes, I read the lyrics. I'm one that will do that. Stevie Nicks is under the impression or delusion or illusion that people don't buy records anymore. Yes, downloading and streaming has taken on in unbelievable mass popularity. But, and I can't stress this enough, there are people like myself who are, I guess you'd say, old-fashioned, that still buy albums and want to listen to them and get to know them inside and out. The fact that Ms. Nicks believes this, to me, is disgusting. Completely. So she refused to do this, to contribute, tracks to this album, leaving only Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie to write the material. Listening to this album fully, I do believe that these 10 tracks on this album are a fantastic blend of pop harmony, hooks, melody, and intricate, beautiful instrumentation. The songs are divvied up 5 with Christine McVie on vocals, 5 with Lindsey Buckingham on vocals. Lindsey Buckingham provides guitar, obviously, keyboards, bass, drums, assorted percussion. Christine McVie provides vocals and keyboards. The melodies on these songs are beautiful. They're memorable. They're catchy. They're hypnotic. Christine McVie, may she rest in peace, was always a musician and vocalist with the most silkiest, soft, gentle voice that I've ever heard. I put her up there with Karen Carpenter in terms of her delivery, her cadence, her ability to deliver an emotional vocal. Amazing. Lindsey Buckingham is a beautiful partner for her musically. They complement each other on this album beautifully, along with songs like Love Is Here to Stay, which again is a beautiful, fantastic song. You have songs like I Feel About You, which is a Christine McVie song. It's basically a love song. Could be about your partner, could be about a new friend in your life, could be about anyone. The other songs of note on this album are In My World from Lindsey Buckingham. Again, he provides fantastic guitar work on this, fantastic harmony vocals on all the tracks. There are some tracks where he, like, for example, the track Game of Pretend, which is basically a piano-driven acoustic number. Lindsey Buckingham provides perfect harmony, high-pitched vocals. The vocals that he provides are at a higher pitch. They're altered to a higher pitch. And they're breathless. They come in effortlessly, amazingly on the chorus. This is a fantastic album. Other songs of note are Red Sun and Carnival Begin. Carnival Begin and Red Sun were two songs that were supposed to be meant for the supposed Fleetwood Mac reunion album that never surfaced. Well, they're on this album, and they're both Christine McVie led vocals. Amazing. Amazing. There is not one dud on this album. There are 10 tracks. It was released, I should say, it was produced, I should say, by Lindsey Buckingham, of course. Released through Atlantic East West Records. 10 tracks, clocking in at roughly 38 minutes and change. All the songs are around the 3 or 4 minute mark. They are amazing, beautiful. This album charted number 35 in Canada and number 17 in the US. I do not know why this album did not do better in the US. It did better in the UK than it did in the US. I do not know why. I only can imagine the reason why it did not do any better was because of the controversy, semi-controversy surrounding the recording of the album. I do remember Stevie Nicks making disparaging remarks about this album, something to the effect that it wasn't up to par of what she expected from them. You know what, Miss Nicks? And this goes directly to you if you happen to be watching. You dropped the ball on this one. This album is a fantastic piece of art. Okay? Every song works. Every song has a hook. Every song is melodic, memorable, beautiful. And the fact that Stevie Nicks did not want to partake or participate on this album in any shape, form, or fashion is definitely her loss. You guys can pick this up. It is available on Amazon, Discogs, eBay, wherever you get your music, at your local record store. It has not been discontinued. Please invest the time and get to know this album and enjoy this album. I kid you not. And just a little update. There has been rumors that Lindsey Buckingham is working on a new album. It is a rock-oriented album. His previous album from 2021, which was self-titled, was more of a softer acoustic album. This new album apparently is going to be more of a rock-oriented album. This album is straight pop. I don't want to say it's bubblegum pop. It's not. It's sophisticated. It's intricate. It is melodic. It is memorable. Please do yourselves a favor. Stream it on YouTube. Listen to it. You will not be disappointed. Okay? I can't say much more about it, in that I do believe that the fact that this album turned out to be a Lindsey Buckingham Christine McVie collaboration, not that it was a misstep at all. I do believe that this was Fleetwood Mac's lost opportunity. Okay, that's all I can say. So for now, please look after yourselves and each other. And also, down there, down below, please leave your comments. Do you know of this album? Do you like this album? Do you not like this album? What do you think? Do you think Stevie Nicks missed the boat on this one? Do you think the other four members of Fleetwood Mac should have recorded this album under the moniker Fleetwood Mac? You know, I'm probably going to get in trouble by saying this with people, but you know what? It is my own opinion. You know, you can't get in trouble for giving your own opinion unless, you know, short of hurting people's feelings or being quite rude. I don't think I'm being quite rude. I think that this album, in and of itself, is just a beautiful blend of pop and melodic rock. So for now, I will say goodbye. Please click like and hit the notification bell and hit subscribe. Notification bell, once you click it, will keep you on top of any new content that I've got coming up. And just a little bit of a reminder, on Friday, I will be taping a new episode with Peter Kent from the Lizard King channel. We're going to be talking about Pink Floyd's 1975 fantastic release, Wish You Were Here. And that's going to be airing sometime next week. Hopefully the sooner the better. So for right now, I will sign off, and I hope you guys are having a great day. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.